The dragon is one of the most powerful symbols in the 12-year lunar calendar. In general, the dragon is a cosmological symbol of heavenly power. So when it is seen on objects made for the emperor, it implies that he has the mandate of heaven. I'm Laurie Barnes, Elizabeth B. McGraw Senior Curator of Chinese Art. The Year of the Dragon is important for us at the Norton because we have so many wonderful objects in the Norton collection representing dragons. Works of art include jade, bronze, ceramics, textiles, and objects made from precious material regarded to have mystical power, such as rock crystal and rhino horn. There are many different types of dragons and they've evolved over time, but I'd like to give you one example of how a Chinese scholar described a dragon. His name was Wang Fu, and he lived from 85 to 162. He said, "The dragon has the head of a camel, the antlers of a stag, the eyes of a rabbit, the neck and belly of a snake, the scales of a carp, the claws of an eagle, the soles of a tiger, and the ears of an ox." The dragon you're seeing now is an example of a classic Ming Dynasty dragon, which I consider to be, in this collection, one of the strongest and most powerful representations of a dragon. These four panels, which form two larger panels, are called roof ridge fascia panels. They would have protected the wood beams on a temple hall. The main concern on temple halls was that these wooden roof ridge beams would be damaged by fire. So you encase them in fireproof ceramic tiles, such as these. Since dragons were considered the commanders of rain, they often were used on roof ridges to protect the wooden structures beneath from fire. The earliest representation of a dragon in our collection dates from the late Shang Dynasty. It dates to about 1300 before the Common Era. It appears to be, in my opinion, a circa 1300 BCE riff on an even earlier dragon from the Neolithic Hongshan culture. The dragon I believe it's imitating is called a pig dragon, with the body of a snake and the head of a tusked boar. And these slit ring pig dragons from the Hongshan culture are the earliest representations of dragons in the world. This most recent acquisition is something I'm really very excited about. It is a representation of what is known as secret color ware. The potters of Yue generally made them as tribute for heads of other kingdoms and states, and this particular piece is believed to have been made at a time when the Song Dynasty was established. So it was made between the years of 960 and the early thousands. The secret color is important because this sea green color was a color that was referred to in text, but we didn't know until the late 1990s what color was actually secret color. And the color that you're seeing on this circular box is secret color ware. That dragon is a particularly wonderful incised dragon. It is the only piece of secret color ware in the United States. It's exquisitely carved. This is the best ware carved dragon I've ever seen. The close of Lunar New Year festivities in China occurs on the 15th day of the first month of the lunar calendar. A lantern festival celebration at a temple in Nanjing is what is represented in this painting. Beijing was considered to be the main capital, but the secondary capital during the Ming Dynasty was Nanjing. In the middle of the two paintings on the left side, you can see a dragon boat moored to the banks of a river. Dragons can be found on temple roof ridges on the upper right side of these 6 hanging scrolls. The temple represented in this painting is believed to be the Great Bao'an Temple in Nanjing, which was a very important Buddhist temple. I hope by looking at these dragons, you will gain an appreciation for how wonderful the Norton Chinese collection is, which can be found on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd floors of the museum, and hopefully thereby gain an appreciation for Chinese culture.